to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will have the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet.
This offense comes out first drive. There's no mistake about what they're going to do. They love running the option. Quarterback makes a nice read. This defense better get dialed in and better stop the first option.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Using the quick game. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The offense changing the play. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping on sides all the time.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
And of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception forward, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
It's a really good decision by the QB there. 3rd and short in the red zone. You know he was tempted, though, to try to force that football into a tight window. You want to move the sticks. You want to score a touchdown. But because you throw it away, you still have that opportunity if head coach decides to go for it here on 4th.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to surge it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
QB draw. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. There he goes. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head.
Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff to the single running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Quarterback keeps it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it.
Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He lofts one down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
13.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
That's caught. It's Clinton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Fears the pressure. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates. Yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Turning it on! Powers through. Out of... the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Showing off Delta. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Clinton. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to him on the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Here we go.
Calls his own number. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to throw, it's Connors. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
South Carolina ready to go on. Packing another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Converts on fourth down and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. A first down for the offense. Just keep slinging it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the back. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Lay.
My old coach said you'll never go to work taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Good quick out. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Connors. Makes the grab on the left. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. And they're still firing away even with this lead. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.